In this video, I want to take you through, and this is a range bar 9 on the Nasdaq 100 mini in the futures market. All right, so this is a day trading time frame, and I want to take you through and show you, since we've been using Fibonacci and Elliott Wave lately and doing a little bit of that type of analysis, I want to take you through and show you how this is set up today on the close. This is November 7th. The market's still open, still running a little bit. It closes in about 5 minutes, but I'm done trading for the day, and I wanted to just kind of show you how this market turned out. So the first thing I want to do is just kind of highlight for you the 3-drive pattern as this market came off this bottom. If we slide back in time, you can see this market came down nicely like that, and then it started this little A, B, C pattern. So this is the new beginning of the drive, and this started to happen around 1 o'clock this afternoon, and this is drive 1, as you can see in here. It then went into drive 2, it then went into drive 3. Now, when you see that, drive 1, drive 2, drive 3, this is on the fractal side because this is the smaller side of the market. It's not the overall longer term trend, but nonetheless, you come in here and you use your 1, 2, 3 tool, right? You come in with the top and you anticipate that this market's going to come down, rally up, and continue to break down the previous low and continue down. Now, if it doesn't do that, we're going to expect the next leg up. And so that's exactly what happened here. So we expect the next leg up. Let's come in and use our Fibonacci or our Elliott Wave tool, and we'll count these. So this is X, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we come down with ABC, A, B, and we anticipate C. Well, it didn't break to the C side, right? So we don't have a C, so that means we start the next 3-drive pattern up. So then we come in here, this is drive 1, drive 2, drive 3. It gets a little tiny in there, a little small drive in there, but you can see the breaks, and those little arrows kind of help you identify that third 3-drive pattern to the next side up. All right, so that's another Elliott Wave leg, which is considered another fractal leg. So let's go ahead and count those. So we'll go X, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, and we expect the mark to fall, right? Back down to the 50% level. It didn't do it again, so then we would expect the next drive. So this is drive 1, this is drive 2, and then we would expect drive 3. We come in here with the Elliott Wave tool, and we're going to start with the bottom again. So this is X, 1, 2, 3, 4, came up, tried to break and make that 5th wave, and it didn't quite make it, did it? Didn't quite make it up there, kind of failed right up in here, ended up with a double top, and man, this thing come down and flushed all the way down to the bottom, and in this case, returned all the way back down to the very bottom of the trend, and this is where the market's getting ready to close the market out. Isn't that amazing how that's done that? All the way back down, so this A, B, C pattern come all the way back down here, and we ended up with the drives coming down. You can count the drives coming down as well. But I wanted to come in and show you these 3-drive patterns with these, the fractal drives up, and I want to come in here and identify this one. So you had your drive 1, your counter trend, your drive 2, and it got a little ugly up here at the very top. And remember, this is the lowest probability as you get up here into this 3rd drive, into the 3rd drive. The 3rd drive of the 3rd drive, really low probability this market's going to continue higher. And of course, this is where this thing flushed and came back down. And I wanted to come in and tell you that, I don't want to brag, but I took a short position right there and rode this thing all the way down. So I wanted to come and show you that this is how I read this market, and this is why I made that decision to come in right here. Of course, it doesn't hurt to have an indicator like the bulls and bears, which kind of come in here and said that the upper trend is over. So if we come in and turn on the bulls and bears, I want to kind of show you how it also helped with the the counting and the measuring. So I'm going to turn on the bulls and bears, and you can see we got these nice little drive patterns in here. The green dots that are in there right now, you can see they're a little bit tighter, but you can see the bulls and bears with those blue dots. Those are kind of the giveaways. Those are the cheat codes that tell you where these drives are. Drive 1, drive 2, drive 3, drive 2, drive 3. There you go. So you can see how the bulls and bears, I just kind of want to hold those off for a second and then turn them on and let you see the difference between what it's like with the bulls and bears and without. Now that green dots I've got in there are kind of tuned into what I'm doing with the advantage lines, which is also part of the bulls and bears. Those are a couple proprietary indicators that we have in Track and Trade, and if you have Track and Trade, you probably have access to those if you have the Bulls and Bears tool. And that's kind of how we're working these systems out. But this is how you count and measure these Elliott waves. It gives you the probability settings. And if you're not familiar with the probability settings, you can get my book. It's all in my book, highlighted in there. And it's all the probabilities of the ABC patterns, how many we get in a row, the fractals, the full-size drives, and how we can figure these markets out. and how we can take these positions into consideration in our trading. So I just want to bring that to your attention, show you that's how this thing works. And if you have any questions, please let me know.